So, some of you may know that quite a while ago, Knuckles the Echidna and I teamed up against Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, a long time ago. Anyway, today I'm excited to tell you that Knuckles and I decided to collaborate again, only this time I'll be drawing Knuckles. So, Knuckles, how do you feel about society?
Our society is full of soft and undisciplined weaklings. However, I do enjoy the planet's grapes. The grapes are delicious.
I'm actually not going to argue that. Grapes are very good. Yeah, delicious. So we just got a trailer drop of a Knuckles series that's coming out, a 6-episode event, and I'm very excited for that. So I instantly said, well, let me draw Knuckles since I drew Sonic, Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, I think that's it. In the past. Probably missing something. I've actually been meaning to do this for a long time, but again, with the new season that's coming out, I thought that this would be the perfect time. So let's just get right into this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy.
So I don't know what made me do it, but I drew the circle for where Knuckles' head is on the side of the center line that I drew in the page, and this wasn't a good idea because now he just looks like he's on the side of the page. So you should probably draw it more so at the center of the line. But anyway, here I'm just sketching out really quick facial features for Knuckles. And this is a little bit different than when we're drawing a regular human head because this is, well, Knuckles the Echidna. So anyway, it's going to be a little bit different drawing him. So we start out with his big eyes here, and we continue along drawing the inside, and then we're simply going to move on to where the nose is. With the way he looks, it's just a bit easier to draw out these shapes because that's really what it is, shapes. So we're just going to draw the line for his mouth, and then we're just going to draw the rest of his face. So here we're just trying to lightly sketch and figure out how big the head is going to be. Again, I think the size that I did the face and stuff in his body is fine. It's just where I positioned him. Just looks a little sloppy being on the side of the page, but anyway, if you can, try to avoid that mistake. And then we're just moving on, sketching out the rest of his body. As you can see, this isn't a long draw. It's pretty easy to just draw this out. I'm just gonna do the shoes. His shoes, he has like this silver plate on them with these 6 little, round pieces on them. So just drawing that out before we draw the rest of the shoe shape. And he has really big shoes with no real details like shoelaces or anything. Neither do any of them, so, it's easy. Draw out these little leg shapes and then draw the other shoe, but to the side. And this one is actually split. So, yep, we're just going to continue drawing this, sketching out real quick. Drawing the shoe. And they have little spikes on it, but we're not going to draw that into the second part. I'm just putting a little layer where the spikes are going to be. Next, we want to move on to this, which is his other, I don't know what they are, I think like spikes, like the spikes Sonic has, only Knuckles hangs down, not sure. Anyway, then we just draw his big fist, which is in front. Like just drawing these shapes right here. these are where the spikes are going to be, but those really aren't going to look like spikes until we do the shading and give it the shadow. And we just connect that. And I realized that I made his head too big, so I just lowered that a bit so that it wouldn't look awkward. And then I moved on to his other fist, which is slightly behind his body. So I'm just putting the thumb, and then we have 2 more spikes. One and then the other. And now we're pretty much done. So now moving on to part 2, which is outlining. I'm basically just going over all of the lines, giving it a cleaner look, and putting in details for the picture. So this is like the most important step after sketching out, because, you know, makes it look professional. And we do things that we wouldn't want to take the time to do on the first one. The first one is just a rough draft. And I did forget to put his tail in, so I put that in on the second one. And we're just going to continue outlining everything. Again, very easy. This didn't take half as long as a lot of my other tutorials do. And we just move on to the other shoe, putting in, again, the very small details. And then we're going to finish it right here. And we're going to put those lines in for the separation of the shoe colors. And here you see, you know, little fun sketch, just really quick. Just putting in these last little details, and then it's time to shade. So I'm starting off with the nose, and here there's a specific thing I do for this fur. First, I shade normally, dark and light parts. I don't worry about the fur. I just shade certain parts, and then I put like little lines to give it a furry texture over the shading. That way, the fur is already shaded underneath, so there's nothing to really be done with that. And then we're just doing the gloves, little shadowing, because the gloves are white. And then we're continuing the body in the same manner, shading first and then fur over. And as you can see, it gives it that nice clean looking texture like it is in the picture. And then we're just going to finish with the shoes, and we're done. Here is the finished product.
Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great day.